So catching up after taking such a long break and you guys being in the capital after two of you dying on your way to the gargoyles.
Whoops.
I believe we
And one
decided...
being resurrected.
Yeah. You decided to go to the capital and just... I believe the plan was just restock, get some more people and the like.
Yes,
Looking at the
people
map,
are...
I don't know why you went to the capital, because the capital was backwards. But
we were
They specifically went to the capital to get us resurrected.
Yeah, closest major temple.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you went to capital, did that, and like it's the morning after effectively being told to go fuck yourselves by one who refused to come back, and the other going, "Peace, bitches, I'm out," and also fucking off and taking their caravan with them. And one of you have inherited a very creepy-looking doll that's unsettling in more than one way.
Yeah, no, that was, that, like, I opened the chest and I closed it right back.
Yeah, you noped right out of that situation.
Yep.
Yeah, don't you like Nikolai's present?
Nope. Nope.
God, I'm glad you didn't find that when you were, like, trying to kill him.
Isn't that the thing that only Jess knows because she didn't tell anyone else?
Yep.
Right. So it's the next morning, I take it?
Yeah.
Pardon me.
So, I don't know what you two are doing, pointing at Crystal and Jess's character.
Mallory,
yes. But we're kind of down a couple of people. What are your thoughts on recruitment?
The tavern.
Works
If
for
we're
me.
not in the tavern.
I'm assuming we're in a tavern. Right, you're going to pick up random drunk number 3, I take it? Do you maybe want to put a job posting somewhere?
Have more face, metal man. The drunks are usually the best kinds of people.
Right. You guys
And
can
I
do
have
that. I'm going to the guardhouse.
and I have a shiny big sword to go sell.
So what is Crystal doing?
I'm easy. I'll just hang out in the tavern. I haven't got any things to do while I remember what my character is.
Oh, we're staying Cagrador, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I wish to go to the local tavern. If we're in a tavern, I wish to go downstairs. Well, then I
You're
wish
downstairs,
to go
you're at the table, unless you're having this conversation in your bedroom.
Yes,
No.
the only one of us that sleeps is the one that's not here. The 3 of us probably had this conversation at night.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and ask him who he thinks is best suited for fighting.
Okay. Give me a second to prepare myself, because I'm going to try and not do a Scottish bartender.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's have some
Exciting.
diversity in our NPCs. I've already done a Scottish
The
bartender.
last one.
I've already done a Scottish bartender
Irish
this week,
bartender it is.
and it nearly killed Trent.
Sure.
you
And
can always do a Celtic.
Russian bartender. And go.
I can't do Russian. I know that.
Ah.
Dutch.
You're asking me to imitate my own accent.
Hurdy-gurdy.
That's Swedish.
Yeah, it's Swedish.
Swedish, that's right. Hurdy-gurd.
No, Dutch. Dutch is just softer, less angry German.
And you wonder why I'm always angry.
Dutch is something. Ich bin bicycle. Ich bin tulip.
Who is Dorf?
Ich bin windmill.
Ich Yes, I is doof. I is doof, you is dumb. So. No, I've completely lost my train of thought where I was
That's why I
taking the
wish I
character.
was better at DMing, because I can do
Bartender.
so many voices.
Well, might he be a
Don't be humble.
bartender?
Hey, that's not my campaign.
So, what can I do you for?
Which one of these? And she gestures round the room, minus that one and points to Crystal and the Warforged if they're still in the room.
As I'm walking out the door.
Minus those two, do you think will be best suited for fighting?
Oh, there's a few.
I'm assuming.
There's a few,
I'm
dearie.
assuming-
It depends on what type of fighting you're looking for. Are you planning on hunting the big things, the little things, the ethereal things? Are you fighting a regime? Are you fighting a corrupt government? Are you planning on going to fight
Gargoyle
some
on a mountain.
gargoyle?
She
on a
doesn't even let him.
mountain?
She doesn't even let him finish. She says, "Gargoyle on a mountain."
Ah, so you're going to go hunt some big beasties. Ooh. I'm signed into the wrong. I'm signed in on the wrong thing.
We lost two of our friends. They got grumpy and died and left. And when we resurrected them, one didn't come back and the other one pieced the fuck out.
Sorry, I like that description, Jess. They got grumpy and died.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're going to be hunting some big monsters, I would probably recommend if you're looking for someone to help you fight. Give me a second. I'm reorganizing the chat window.
She looks and says, somebody to help fight or, beat me, shield. Either way.
Yeah, yes, dearie. If you're looking for someone to give you some muscle, I'd probably recommend Raal over there in the corner. Raal's
I
probably
look to
your
where
best
he's
bet.
pointing.
Raal is sitting in the corner, draped in... Well, it's the dingiest corner. It's the one first away from the windows. They're draped in very Eastern-looking armor. The samurai leather and metal plated shoulders and the like. They're currently turned away from you. That would be my guess for if you're looking for some muscle. As for if you're looking for, well, advisement assistance, I would probably recommend...
somebody tell us not to die?
Yes.
Oh. They take the fun out of things.
Yeah, if you're looking for somebody for that kind of thing, or if you're, again, going after this gargoyle, as you do say, you probably want somebody who's capable of fighting it at range. Kef will be good if it comes up close. Raal will be good if it comes up close, but Raal's not the best with dealing with long range. For longer range, for people currently looking for work, I'd recommend Kef. Although...
I look to where Kef is.
Kef is on the other side, sitting under the window, currently drawing cards.
I look and say, thank you. And I go over to the Raal.
Raal.
Ah.
I walk over. Hello?
Come on, racist Asian accent. Come on, racist Asian accent.
Trent.
Oh, I know.
I look and say hello. I'm like standing right beside you.
You're talking to me?
Yes.
I'm just going to ask a question, Jess. Are you
Mhm.
dragging the mountain cleaver with you since it would be heavily evident, or is it out the back in the caravan? You don't have a wagon. Is it upstairs in your room? Or are you dragging it around with you?
I
We
mean,
do have a wagon.
No, Bailey took the wagon.
No, Bailey took their chest and left.
Is it in the wagon then? Have you left the precious weapon outside?
no.
Isn't it like twice your size?
So you're carrying it around with you?
Or is it upstairs?
Give me a sec.
Important questions.
I have rope. I have it tied to my back.
I don't think there's a big trench
Only
behind
you.
everywhere she walks.
I was literally about to say, as she's walking over, you're all just hearing the sound of metal on wood scraping.
Oh no, I'm assuming that I have it like wrapped with cloth. I don't know. I assume that I
You
have
wrapped
at
it with
least
cloth,
a blade.
tied it on. 2 steps later, it's metal on wood grinding as it's just ground through the cloth. Remember, we worked out this thing's like a foot taller than you.
And that's just the
Right.
blade.
I don't know. I'm gonna commit. It's tied to my back.
Yep.
I walk up and hi.
You should really treat your weapons better.
She looks and she's like, too tall, and it's kind of mine. We found it. Anyway, the barkeeper says
What is
you're
that
good at
weapon?
fighting. She looks and says, the mountain cleaver.
May I have a look at it?
Why?
I'm curious.
Are you going to try and take it from me?
No,
Are you interested in buying it, perhaps?
perhaps.
Then, yes, you can. And she kind of like turns and tries to untie it
I
carefully.
stick it and just take it off her back.
Yep.
I'm going to go outside with this for a second. Instead of
I
doing practice
follow
swings
you.
inside.
I follow.
Uh-huh. You walk out into the main street. I will point out, this one's heavier than you expect, Trent.
yeah.
Because out of character, you're aware it's made of adamantine.
I'd like to make sure it's clear in the swing area and just do like a over the head, like off the shoulder bonk to the ground.
Over, round, into the ground, and you've shattered about a half dozen paving stones in the ground. As it's just embedded like half a foot in the ground.
I'd like to lift and pull it out.
Swing!
Mallory looks and says, that was you, not me.
Clearly.
Pointing at the paving stones.
How do you use this? Show me.
Mallory looks and says, I cannot use it very well.
Then show me.
I take the sword and
He's handing
attempt
it
to
to-
swing it with
He's
two
handing
hands.
it to you outstretched. We've been over this. Roll a strength check. He's just full arm length stretched, handed you like an oversized
Oh,
sack of potatoes. Trent, make a dex save.
God. Open the sheet. Oh, yeah, of course. Dex is my second worst. Ah, alright.
You get bonked for 1 plus Jess's strength modifier as she hits you with the back of the blade.
So, how much total?
What's your strength? what's
My
your-
strength modifier is like 1.
so like
Yeah, 1.
like 2 bludgeoning damage. Because I would imagine you've not handed it to her. You probably handed it blade side on.
Oh, definitely.
So like she's grabbed it, and just immediately tilted forward, and just smacked you in the forehead with the side of the blade, and then promptly damn near fallen over.
Why are you wielding a weapon you can't even hold?
I'm selling it. We found it on the side of the road. It is ours, and I
you
can
don't think
sell
the
it.
owner would want it back? A weapon like this doesn't come around very often. I'd imagine its owner would like to see it returned. If I owned this weapon, I definitely would expect it to be returned if I left it on the side of the road. Not that I have the disrespect to do that. Mind you, at this point, all you really see is just me in the armor with like a dagger on my side.
Ellery looks and says, our friend who left to go home, because they're grumpy now, said that giant people would own it and they would eat me. So I don't know if I could return it without being eaten, and I don't want to be eaten.
Understandable. I walk back inside.
I follow.
You just leave the weapon outside?
No. I yeah, I tie it back on my back however awkwardly I do that.
Yep.
And then follow.
Cool, make a dex
Go back
save.
inside. Oh, for fuck's sake.
After all, it is Mallory's weapon.
You clothesline yourself on the top of the door and immediately eat shit into your ass. As this time you manage so it doesn't dig into the ground, but the handle connects with the door with the top of the door.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to be half the session?
So trying to work out how to get through a door.
She's strapped like a 6-foot weapon to her back. The doors are just under 7 foot.
Do I need to come back later?
No, you should be fine.
I
After she
Attempt
falls
to
down and she
duck.
gets up, she's in the door.
I walk back over to Trent's character, sorry.
Roll, yep.
And I go, anyway, the barkeep says that you're really good at fighting things.
Potentially better than you, since I can will the weapon. No offense.
Oh.
Burn.
Mallory skips over that and says, anyway, we're off to go fight a gargoyle on a mountain. Would you like to come with?
Well, I'm not currently doing anything. I just
It'd
finished
be
my
fun.
painting.
It could be fun.
Is it tormenting the locals?
It's attacking airships. It is
Question,
attacking
what does
airships, right?
Crystal do during this?
I'm just watching.
It attacks airships.
You know I can't fly, right?
Who says anything about flying?
Gargoyles, airships, mountain, cliff face, fall, splat. I will come with you since you clearly need help. However, I require you to buy me something as a token of
Camaraderie.
friendship. Friendship.
What
Like
you
camera.
require, I buy you.
Something that if I fall off a mountain or an airship, I won't go splat on the ground.
For a second, I was
wings.
expecting him to say food. Because it wouldn't be the first time Trent spent all his money and went, shit, I don't have rations.
I have 230 gold left.
Are you sure it's not a bottle of sake so you can cup the sake together? Anyway.
Mallory
he's a
looks and
drunken
says,
master.
I think I can organize that.
If you can get that one task done, then I will help you on your task. In the meantime, I'll be around. I'm pretty easy to spot. Look for the armor. And the red skin.
Mallory smiles and says, okay, and I walk over to the other person that the barkeeper recommended.
I'll be back in a moment.
No!
You had that whole time.
I'm sorry. A problem arose with the freaking cat I have to deal with.
So you're walking up to the bartender.
No, walking over to the other person
to Kath in
recommended.
the window. Yeah, we have to wait for Bailey to get back.
Yeah, so... James,
Yes.
I would like to.
Certainly.
Could I tell that Jess's character was with the others?
They were openly discussing in the middle of the room while you were present.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Got you.
The three of them are like, so what are we doing? Are we going to look for more people in the middle of the room? And then she's going to the bartender and then come to you.
Can I eye them down to see if I think they're worthy?
Sure.
The other one there is Mikey. Crystal.
You can eye up.
By just looking at Crystal, what would I see effectively?
A big crystalline cleric? Crystal
Cleric
covered
in plate armor with a shield
cleric, plate armor, shield.
made of rocks. Blue rocks.
What weapon?
Mace.
Mace. Like plate armor and the mace sends you the idea that it's at least somewhat competent in combat.
James,
Yes.
can I talk to the barkeep for a sec?
Sure.
I thank him for his recommendations.
It's nothing, darling.
And I point at Trent's character and say, that was interesting.
Ral is quite the specimen.
He asked
You're a
me to
specimen.
get something that stops him from going splat if he falls off an airship or a mountain. Where can I find one of those?
Oh,
And what would it be?
I've got something in the back room that will do wonders. It's about 50 gold, I will say.
What is it?
I have a peculiar elixir that will aid one acrobatically, we'll say. It would do what he's asking.
I wish to insight this.
Sure, go right ahead.
Why? I don't know why, but I'm not sure I like this.
Roll insights. They are, besides being somewhat iffy to read as a person, seemingly on the up and up.
But I ask, I'm like, what will it aid? Like, what will it do?
It grants a momentary reprieve from gravity, or so I've been told at least.
I'll be back.
What does it do?
I'll be back. I walk over to Trent's character and say, "Hi. Do you trust the barkeep?"
That's a loaded question. Hey, James.
Yeah?
How much experience do I have with the barkeep?
How long have you been in town?
I don't know.
Oh, good. This is going well.
Yes.
What about this thing? I don't know.
To be fair,
I
Trent finished
tell-
his character like half an hour ago.
Yeah. I haven't done backstory or anything yet. I already have an idea for backstory stuff, so ask me questions on my
Sorry.
history and I can answer. But, like,
Trent's like, this
Sorry,
is concept
I'm
of
back.
character. I'm like, cool. He messages me while I'm dealing with a child. Hey, so I'm just finishing up my token.
I tell Trent's character exactly what the barkeep is trying to sell me and ask if that's what he wants.
as I said, it's your prerogative. Do you trust the barkeep enough to trust him that this will stop me going splat if I fall to my doom?
It's you going splat, not me. Do you trust the barkeep enough?
You're the one that wants to hire me.
Yeah. She turns and she walks over to the other person.
Mm-hmm. You walk over to Kev.
Hi there, I'm
Hello.
Kev.
Mallory kind of looks and says, "Hi. The barkeep says you're good with advice for fighting."
Yes, would you like to do a reading?
No.
Aww.
I already know my future. I already know what I'm supposed to be doing. Right now, we're trying to find people to help fight a gargoyle. Would you like to come help fight a gargoyle?
I'm not the best at fighting, I'm more for support.
Would you like to come support us, Father Gargoyle?
I suppose. I've got nothing else to do at the moment. How much is it?
I don't know what the reward is, James. Do we have a reward listed?
You don't, I do.
Yeah, wouldn't you have told us all the jobs, though? Wouldn't we have seen them when we were discussing them?
Apart from what's the thing we're killing, none of you guys asked me what the reward was.
I'm sure Crystal would have.
Nope.
I look and say, I don't know how much it pays, but I'm a great friend.
I haven't seen that yet.
You want to come help Father Gargoyle and you'll get an equal share of the reward.
That sounds fair. Where is it?
Mountain over that way. And I point in the vaguest direction of where the mountain is.
That sounds far away.
We have
Pretty
a
far
wagon.
around here. Well, that'll make traveling easier.
I have friends too.
I haven't seen any yet.
And I point at Crystal and go, that's Crystal. Would you like to come meet Crystal?
I suppose. The little kobold hops off the chair.
I walk over to Crystal and introduce the kobold.
Hi, I'm Keth.
Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Hello.
Would you like a reading?
A reading of what?
I can tell the future.
Sure.
I just assume that's using the divination deck, James.
Yeah.
Any specific attribute you'd like me to use for it?
Just use your casting stat.
Which is...
I asked Crystal where I could find something that would stop somebody going splat if they fell from an airship or a mountain. And what it would be called.
Featherfall something?
Where would I
Bailey,
find
you
that?
whisper rolled that.
Oh, yeah, no, I know, because I figured you'd be the one to interpret what I get out of the reading.
Fair enough.
I asked Crystal where I would find this featherfall.
Shops? I don't know.
I'm
Excuse
going
me,
to
Mr.
the
Crystal.
shops.
Is this before Jess accidentally buys a
Do
wizard?
you have a personal item or something I can use for this reading?
I only have what I'm carrying. Here, hold my mace.
Oh. Just puts the mace on the table and starts shuffling through the deck of cards and placing cards here and there, and
And everywhere?
not quite everywhere, but most places across the table.
James,
Okay.
I wish to go to the shops to find a featherfall.
Give me a
I like how
second.
you've just, you're coming with us, now I'm fucking off.
Trent's character hasn't agreed yet. I need to find something that's not going to make him go splat.
Cool.
I don't think this was going to be this hard.
I think me
I'm
doing the
getting my
reading
fortune
from James
told.
off.
Give me a second. I'm just doing a tarot card reading quickly.
You do.
Oh, this does not bode well.
Oh god.
Am I dying this session?
No, she. Kev
reading
Kev
on
is
me.
doing a drawing for Crystal.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. A new friend will die today.
Just tell me what cards you get are, James, and then I'll just interpret that however I feel. Yes. Or would you like me next time to actually use my cards?
Probably.
Okay.
Everything is awful.
Also, if you're doing for party members, maybe do them just before the session and write down what you got ahead of time.
Fair.
That way you can just be like, yes, the cards say, this, you're going to die.
This is not something
years.
indicatively tied to his character class. This was something that came up on a spur.
Okay. Fair.
The stuff to do with like him actually having this for class features has like dedicated mechanics of roll this, X happens.
Yeah.
So, who's excited for new friends in the adventuring party?
Don't know. Haven't met any of them yet.
New friends sound pretty cool.
I think one of them is pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Kev.
And how old is Kev?
How old?
Yes.
Sound to
How
things about
bold.
12.
There you go,
Are
baby.
you 11 days?
Do you understand why I said this is interesting?
Ooh, Mr. Crystal, you got a weird dwarf. You got bad juju and bad travels with judgment from above. And bad magic. And not good justice. Not good justice. Oh well, not my problem.
What?
Before you can read the cards, Kef scoops them back up into a
No,
pile.
I was going to say, were you watching this this fortune reading, Mikey?
Well, I guess, yeah, it's about me.
Yeah. You saw the devil, the chariot, the moon, judgment, magician, and then the justice card upside down.
Oh, good.
For like the three people here who have a vague understanding of how tarot readings go, you understand why this might be a problem.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
To give Mikey, to give you an idea, when wizards do chaos draws at Swordcraft, 3 of those cards are permadeath.
I have no idea
Go
what
home.
happened.
Kev did the tarot draw reading, and several of those cards are not particularly great.
Oh, I gathered that much from context, but yeah.
Well, the devil is just that evil, temptation, damnation.
Okay.
Judgment, in this case, means some aspect of Crystal's future will be judged by an authority figure. Justice inverted means that something against the course of justice will happen against them. Chariot indicates a travel of some kind. The moon can be seen as good fortune, but it can also be seen as an ill omen. And then magician generally emphasizes something esoteric or unexpected. For the most part. That is like a super vague reading of how tarot draws work.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
To be fair, for that reading, I would too. If I got that reading in Expedition, Corey would have said, "Fuck it, I'm going back to Braylong."
So, Mr. Crystal.
All the regret.
Yes,
None
Mr.
of the
Crystal.
fun.
So, what next?
Can I do another reading and cancel out the first one?
No, it doesn't work like that, Mr. Crystal. One reading per person per day.
Why do you sound like a South Park character?
Sounds like Butters.
Mr. Quisto.
Sounds like Butters.
Right? That's not how rivers work, James.
Which one?
The one of you.
Yeah, they're all like that. If you look, I figured out how the river tool works too late.
No, I meant just like in general. How does a lake flow into a bigger lake? Or vice versa.
One's uphill.
Underground springs.
Fine.
That's up. That's down.
The other way sounds more fun.
So,
Anyway,
That's the lake of anti-gravity.
we're all the way over here in this lovely town.
funky magic bullshit.
A wizard did it.
Quite literally.
So I wish to go to a shop to find Featherfall.
Maha, what type of shop would you go looking for?
I don't know.
I can make fire.
I'm assuming I understand it's a magic item.
I will say 100%.
You're looking for
I
something.
never expected a magic item.
You're looking for.
Pardon?
He doesn't expect a magic item.
I know.
You're looking for something to magically stop them from falling.
Fly.
So yes, probably.
I can
I
make people
agree.
fly.
Yeah, but she's already left.
Yes.
Damn it. I did say I left, so damn it. Anyway, I wish to go to a shop that looks like it sells potions. A shop that looks like it sells potions to Mallory.
You can go to the alchemist, who is down the road. There's an apothecary at the end of the road that has a sign saying sells potions, healing salves and tonics abound.
I go to the one that says it sells potions.
It's the one building, Jess. That was one sign. You go
Go
in
to
there.
that one.
You walk in. Behind the counter is... Spin that wheel of NPCs.
Ah, Scottish again.
French.
Up themselves high elf.
French elf.
Behind there is a large diving suit. Standing easily 9 foot.
I look up, because I'm not that tall. Excuse me?
Yes, little girl. What can I do you for?
Featherfall.
Oh,
Or something that will stop me going splat.
yes,
Or
yes,
other
yes.
people going
We-
splat.
I have something that will do this for you. Old recipe from Babushka. Where is it? Starts digging through the counter. I sold one of these not long ago to the tavern owner. And he dinks a small blue bottle on the table. This is a family recipe. It's a glass bottle with little wings on the top that is filled with a miraculously blue liquid. Boop.
Are you sure that's going to work?
Oh,
Really?
oh. Yes! I'll get my references where I can, thank you very much. This is old babushka recipe. I swear on it like I would my, mother. Because it's my babushka's recipe. If it doesn't work, come back. Money back guarantee.
If it doesn't, I'm buying it for another person, so they'll join my team. So if it doesn't work, I
Then
come
what is
back and
harm?
you deal with the consequences.
Then what is harm? If it doesn't work and they fall and they go splat, then there's no one to complain. You bring their body back, money back guarantee.
To quote a great man, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving's not for you.
Mallory looks and says, that's not really how it works, sir.
Of course it is.
Are you a
Don't worry your pretty
are you
little
a
head.
s- Are you a sir or a ma'am?
Yes.
I am a Sergey. That's all we need to know.
What is that?
I am Sergey. I am Sergey, seller of potions. You easy to buy my potions. I'm offering potions.
Why are you in a diver suit?
You are very rude. I have completely changed things.
How rude?
Mallory looks and says, I'm here to learn about the world.
And I am here to sell potions. You're questioning my goods? You can leave. My
How much?
babushka's recipe good enough for you. Was going to be 30 gold. For you now 50.
No soup for you.
30 gold.
You disrespect my babushka. No, 60 gold.
Let's go back to the tavern. It's 50 there.
I'm very, very sorry.
55
I'm
gold.
still learning. Can I please have it for 30 gold?
50 gold. It's as low as I go. You insulted my babushka. You're lucky I don't poison you.
How do I know?
How do
He
you know I
looks as
won't
if-
poison
did
you?
you-
How do you know I won't poison you this already? Because I put it on the table before you insulted my babushka.
Mallory looks and says, how much did you sell it to the barkeep for?
That's between me and the barkeep.
He's selling
How
it
much
for
did how much
50
did
gold.
you how much did you pay for your last meal? I don't care because it's your deal. What I sold it to another businessman for is what I sold it to another businessman for. You're not very good at business. Sergey down here puts potion away. You want
Do you
Sergey?
know anyone who would
You
want
want Sergey's
to-
potions? You now have to do Sergey a favor.
What's the favor?
He
And
clink-
will I
he
get it
clink-
for 30 gold?
He clinks an unnamed bottle on the table. You drink that, Sergey give you potion for nothing.
Money back guarantee.
What is that one?
That is Sergey special.
What's it gonna do to me?
Sergey doesn't know. That's why Sergey needs you to drink it. Sergey made that
What
this
if it
morning.
gets-
Sergey made it this morning in vodka-fueled nightmare. Sergey not sure if it's fit for consumption. That's why Sergey needs someone to test it. You want potion? You drink Sergey's. You drink Sergey's special.
James, I'm rolling a standard D20.
You do whatever.
I'm rolling it privately. Hi.
You do whatever. Sergey wants you to drink potion.
I love Sergey. Sergey's great.
Okay, I'm going to drink the potion.
Is it Sergey or Sergey?
Yes.
It's Sergey.
I
Sergey
drink the
works. At
potion.
Mikey, it's Sergey. Sergey works down the street at the brothel. You drink the potion.
The Night of Flowers.
Cool.
Yep.
Give me a moment.
Oh god, I'm dead, aren't I?
Random spell effects. Roll D1000.
Trent
Yay!
jokes, but that is
Some
legitimately
True
what I.
polymorph.
Trent jokes, but that is legitimately what I'm doing.
That's what I would do.
What? Oh no.
Oh,
Fireball.
potion.
Fireball.
You assumed James knew what this potion was? Ooh, that's your first mistake.
Can't wait till that instant fortress spell goes off.
You assume I know what the potion that I just pulled out of my ass out of spite does?
Drinks it,
Yeah,
casts
you know how
impression on
much
himself.
spite it takes to jam a potion up your ass?
Can I get Mikey, Trent, Bailey, and Peter to each roll me a d10?
Oh,
Okay.
Privately or?
6,
Publicly.
8.
oh.
Nope, I apparently rolled a G on that. My apologies.
6, 8, 1.
6,
I'll
8,
follow Bailey roll.
6, 8, 1, 4. Result on the table of 6,841. I may or may not have a wild search table that's 10,000 results.
I know the one. I have the same one.
Oh no. How dead am I?
6,000.
They're the fun ones.
6,841.
What happens?
Could never look.
Can everyone what?
TPK. TPK.
She's
It's
the only
only her
one.
there.
Exactly.
She is turned into a Tarask.
The nearest Tarask spawns directly on top of your current location.
What happens, James?
Paired portals are open to Astral Sea.
This is where I wish I could see
Kill you
James's
tomorrow when you
face.
get home.
James?
Give me a moment.
He's been quiet for a long time.
Hey Jess,
Don't-
roll 40.
Do I need to start making another backup character just in case?
Oh
Turns
no.
out 6,481 was nuclear bomb.
I kind of hope so.
Nuke was invented 3 doors down.
Let's see. If it's the same one that I have, let's see what it is.
Right?
I'm not
No.
going to read it loud. I want to know.
No.
I'll say this. For the narrative, I'm rolling a different number.
No.
Aw.
Why?
Do you want this to be fun, or do you want this to be an effect that you never see?
What's the fine? Roll a new one, but what was it?
You wake up every morning
Find
from
out
your
later.
dream thinking you were still dreaming. You don't
well, I mean,
sleep!
it's not like I sleep anyway.
Why do you think I'm rolling a new number for fun? Everyone can roll me one more d10 each.
Ooh.
2. 2. 9, 2,
Fuck, I
2.
keep rolling the same as someone else.
9, 2, 2. Mikey.
Hmm?
You need to roll another D10.
Roll another d10. 9,226. That's actually quite up there.
Is that fun?
I'm still getting
We'll
to
find
it.
out.
If it's the same shit I'm on, interesting.
9226.
I'm curious how that's going to go.
So am I dead?
Glug! Steam starts hissing off your body.
Am I
What?
feeling like...
You're feeling fine.
I look and I'm like, what
The
is
long-
going on?
As the seconds go by, more and more steam begins to pour off you. Sergey wants you out shop now, please. Have potion, go now. You're going to ruin Sergey's paint.
Did you do to me?
You just watch Sergey walk over and just tip the potion down the sink. Sergey, not sure.
Sergey only talk in third person.
Thank you. I think. And I walk out. As I'm walking out, I'm like, do you know anyone who wants a big, big sword?
Wait, is it on your back anyway?
Yeah. James?
Sergey not want sword. Sergey selling potions, not sword. You go away now. You
Do you
take
know
potion
anyone
and
who
leave.
wants to buy it?
Sergey not dealing swords. Sergey dealing potions. You leave now.
Okay. Bye,
Yeah.
Sergey.
So you see why I had to stop for a second.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
wish
like.
it was my one though.
You're outside, more and more steam is pouring off you. You are actively producing enough steam to be changing the weather now. It has gone from a sunny day to it is starting to become overcast with rain clouds. You're giving off that much steam. You are ambiently raising the temperature of the entire town.
Water
Mr. Crystal,
nearby.
I think that fortune's kicking in.
Oh god.
I'm assuming by this time I've made it to the guardhouse.
Is there
Yeah.
water nearby? Like a river or a lake or...
The nearest river and lake are the ones that are like a week and a half away towards your destination.
Isn't this city coastal?
It
Yeah.
is. It is coastal.
You could ask for river or lake, though, not ocean.
Yes, yes, river or lake, not
True.
coast.
Salt water doesn't work.
I see water.
There's water down the way.
I go towards the water.
Uh-huh.
I wish to put my feet in water.
You step down onto the beach. The water instantly evaporates around you.
Uh-oh.
At this
I
point, the
wish to
sunny
make
day
a
is now
collectible.
overcast, looking like it's ready to have a thunderstorm. What was that?
I wish to make a collect call to my patron.
Uh-huh.
1-800-REverse.
What
I'm on fire and burning everything.
What in reverse? I fucked up. Who are you calling? Who do you think is the most apt to call at the moment?
One?
Yeah, which one of her
Yeah.
three? More questions are raised in Trent's head. Oh yeah, because you weren't present for this. Jess has 3 patrons.
And also gives off like 6 different types.
I knew the 6 types, I didn't know about the patrons.
I'm gonna whisper roll you.
Oh, so you're dialing the one you haven't publicly mentioned yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Help! Help!
What do you want?
What's wrong with me? I try to walk further into the water.
More water evaporates. Seems you have taken on a blessing of the consuming flame. It should pass soon.
How long? Is it gonna be okay?
For you, it'll be fine. The ramifications of what you've done are yet for you to see.
Uh-oh. I
You're in
just drank
trouble.
a stupid potion, so I could get a potion for free. Probably shouldn't have done that, should I have?
Says the person with 3 patrons? Yeah, probably not at all.
If something's too good to be true, or free in this case, maybe the deal's not in your favor.
Is everything gonna be okay?
The flame consumes all. It will be fine. You are just speeding up the ensuing wildfire. Everything will return to ash.
Uh-oh.
Ash and flame.
That's not good.
It's the natural order.
Hey, question, Jess, how far out into the water have you gone?
And I start walking back towards the beach. Probably only like 3-4 steps.
Mm-hmm.
But I start walking back in towards
It's
like
about
the shore.
it's about this time the waves start lapping the back of your ankles again, and you stop giving off steam.
I look and say, will things eventually rise from the ash again?
There is no response.
No! I look up at the sky as angry as I can. and then kind of stomp my feet and walk into the tavern.
Splash, 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 splash.
Yep.
Yep, you walk back to the
I walk-
tavern.
I walk angry into the tavern and hand Trent's character the potion.
Yeah. So you've been handed the blue potion with wings. Kath and Crystal, you've watched your friend walk into a potion store, come out, and the weather visibly change.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Your reading, not mine.
Even if you're not looking at Mallory, she answers nothing.
Uh-huh.
I put it down in front of Trent and say, "Will you join us now?"
Sure.
Oh. That one's Crystal.
So, hey, Jess, now that you've done the thing, do you know what I expected to happen this whole time? For you to say, yes, we have an ability that lets us do that, I'd have no reason not to believe you. Done.
I believe Kev can cast Featherfall.
Meh.
Mm-mm.
But that was more fun.
Yep,
So,
you
okay.
can't straight up.
That wouldn't have taken an
Why?
hour and a half.
So I have a potion of Featherfall for free.
No,
I
it's
can't cast Featherfall. I make people
Sergei's
fly.
babushka thing.
Peter, you
Okay.
arrive at the guardhouse. What do you want at the guardhouse?
To collect my reward for slaying the T-Rex, and then to ask them if they know of any ships heading over the mountain.
No ships heading over the mountain, and you are handed 900 gold for the T-Rex.
It's not just your reward.
This is true, but do any of you know how much I got?
Hmm.
The reward for the T-Rex they did say, because you put the poster down in front of several of them.
Yes.
James, I wish to go back
Yes.
outside and try and find somebody to sell a sword to.
Uh-huh.
I was going to ask if there's, since I'm the guard post, if there's any additional or newer information on the gargoyle situation. Since being a major city, they might have more information upon major incidences such as that.
Apparently it attacked an airship just a few days ago, from what we heard from the trade lines.
Was that coming to or from?
From, apparently. Just got some paperwork through in the last day or so. Being on the coast, we don't get much in the way of the airship travel. That's mostly the other towns in the Waste and the Theocratic Sea.
I'm surprised they're going to get the travel from the Empire, but thank you for that.
No, from the Empire, we get it by boat directly from Fendaketh.
Yes.
It's cheaper.
Yes. So you know of no merchants heading that way. I shall head to the...
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, thank you for that anyway. I shall be off and the rest.
I just...
Though, quick question. Do you know of any sellers of arcane objects, perchance?
Sellers of arcane objects.
Well, if I'm going up a mountain to kill this thing, I would hope to have, what are they called? Feather tokens, I do believe they're called.
You may want to
If they're
go
still
talk.
made.
You may want to go talk to what's his name? Alvon Rek. He lives up. He's a tower just down by the water. He lives the lighthouse, I think it's called.
Thank you.
He'll be your best bet for that kind of thing.
Yeah, thank you. I shall go do so.
Yep.
Bid you day, and then start heading off towards the lighthouse.
Takes you a minute or two. You arrive at the lighthouse.
Knock, knock, knock.
Come on in.
Open the door and step in.
You look around. Books, alchemical ingredients, scrolls laid out. Not a person in sight. There is a cat currently dozing on one of the tables.
Alvon,
What
are
do
you
you
here?
want?
Coming from the cat.
Coming from the room. You're not 100% sure where.
Right. I was told to come speak with you.
For what?
Apparently you might have access or know where to find the item I'm looking for.
And what item would that be? Oh, can we skip
Yeah.
20 questions? You just give me the information.
Fine. I don't know what they're called these days, but they used to be called feather tokens.
And at this point, the cat stretches and sits up, its eyes piercing straight through you. One a blazing red, the other an ice cold blue. You've come here to buy me items, have ya? Tilts head.
Depends on how much they are, but yes. I'm heading
How
up
many
the...
do you need?
At least one, but 2 or 3 wouldn't go astray.
Jumps down, walks over, kicks over a small wicker basket, pours out like 4 tokens. 200 gold
For all of them?
for the 4 of them. They're only single use. I don't exactly need them anymore.
Done.
Shuffles over. On your way back up the hill, you can tell the guard they have to wait on their shipment now.
I shall do so.
Also, if anybody asks anything, you saw an elf in here.
What is
And
what
with the,
is he
with
actually?
a wave of the paw, there's an illusion of an elf working at one of the counters.
If your business is yours, and I shall leave.
I mean, I'd like to not kill any more people when they come in here screaming demon cat, but...
You say this to a giant metal lizard, man.
You tell them you bought these from a cat and I have to kill 4 more guards. That's on your conscience, not mine. Jumps up back up on the counter and makes himself at home on a pile of books.
Well, I go back to the inn.
The moment you go to leave the door, he doesn't even say anything, just waves a paw, and a feline mage hand just slams the door behind you. And then you hear a slide bolt.
An interesting character. Oh, to the inn.
You arrive back at the inn. At this point, all of you are in the inn again.
Alright.
So I went to the guardhouse and got a reward, and I also purchased something. How have your adventures in recruiting been? I say to Crystal. And Mallory, she's there.
Hi, I'm Kev.
That's Kev.
Hello,
My life
little
is about
one.
to become awful.
Your life is about to become awful?
Yeah.
You got a bad weeding.
Bad
Yeah.
reading.
Bad weeding.
Right. I don't know what
Would
you
you
mean
like a
by that.
reading? Nah, actually, probably not. Not feeling up for it now. Never mind.
Maybe another time. Anyway, while I was out, I got these and I put down 3 of the feather tokens. They're a old magic item I know of from back in my days. They will prevent one from dying while falling.
That's good.
I pick up one.
I walk over with my potion.
I point
I have
and say this is Ral.
Ral, yes.
Hi, Raul. I'm Kev.
Push it in bag.
I look and say, I'm gonna go sell this sword, unless you guys want it.
I also put down 175 gold each to Mallory and Crystal. And then
Before you
another
said
100.
Mallory and Crystal, I'm like, oh, thanks. Oh, well.
Math.
No. Mallory, Crystal, and then another 175 to Raymond's character, who is, I'm assuming, upstairs.
Probably.
If you go hang on his door, I'm gonna steal it. I promise.
I'll keep it with me until he wakes up.
Okay, so
Oh,
you
in,
took the
like
200.
4 weeks' time, gotcha.
You took the 200 off the 900.
Yes, and then gave you an equal share for the rest.
I suppose.
Well, you can give back the Featherfall token then.
No.
Peter pays 200 gold for 4 Featherfall tokens. Jess drinks a potion that did God knows what.
Yeah.
So, when are we leaving for this gargoyle?
Well, I spoke to the local guards. There's no merchant airships or caravans heading that way at the moment. So,
What about a charter?
you really think someone's going to accept coin to fly over a mountain known for gargoyle attacks at the moment?
Well, if we're helping defend them, they probably
Well-
will, you know.
6 of us. Is there 6 of us?
6?
5 of us.
I mean, technically there's 6, but Raymond hasn't come down.
Yeah, 5 of us.
There's 6, but I'm not up with the merchants of the area, so it would be beyond my skill to acquire us passage. I'm not one for words.
Let me see how much I'll be. I
Kef
gotta
knows
spend-
words. Kef knows lots of words.
Oh,
I
come on,
gotta-
word boy.
I go try to sell this sword. I go to a blacksmith. Do I see a blacksmith?
You can find a blacksmith.
Actually, I go to the guardhouse first. Guards might buy it.
You go to the guardhouse.
I ask them if they want to buy the big sword.
I'm not sure if we have anybody here who could lift that. Do you know? Yeah, that's fine, Trent. I got a message halfway through that.
Sorry.
Do you know? Only person who might be able to lift it would be Althan. But do we want him to have that?
Do you know somebody in town who you would want to have it that I can sell it to that would buy it then?
Not particularly. Do we want Althan to have another weapon after he broke the last one? He did get the job done. Yeah, he took half the fucking tower with it.
Can I
True.
sell it to the blacksmith?
You sell it to the blacksmith, that's fine. Just don't tell Althan that it's there.
I don't know who that is.
Good.
Would
I
the
want to know who
blacksmith-
this is.
Will the blacksmith buy it? Are you sure you don't want Alphen to have it? It's a pretty hard to break sword.
We're
I'm
not
sure
worried-
he can't
we're-
break this one.
We're not worried about him breaking the sword. Althan gets the job done, but
What's wrong with Alphen?
sometimes the
He
cost.
sounds like an amazing person.
There's a reason Althan hasn't made it anywhere past patrol guard. He's not exactly city broken, we'll say. More like city breaker. Shut up.
What do you mean, city breaker?
Nothing. Leave.
Mallory looks and says, "Why is everybody so grumpy?"
We're not grumpy, we're cautious. Leave. Also, you walked past steaming earlier, and there's reports of you standing in the ocean and it boiling away. We're kind of on edge about you.
Its reports are false. And she
We
kinda
literally
stamps her
saw you.
foot. Are you sure? And she kind of stamps her foot and walks off.
You're not exactly a common look.
With a giant
Ted?
sword.
She turns and she smiles and says, "I am what I am, and my name is Mallory."
That's why we're worried.
She kind of sulks and walks off. Literally just like huff, like, "Well, you're rude," and walks off.
Mm-hmm.
And go to the blacksmith.
You arrive at this small little forge house on the down by the docks. You see various metals piled up outside. Some of it rusted with sea spray, some of it fresh. And you hear the light clanging of metal and the subtle conversation going on inside. As you approach, you hear something like, "Why do you need another one?"
Is there?
You said you knock?
Yes.
Come in.
I walk in. Hi.
You see a Goliath and a... Give me a moment. I was only prepped for one NPC to be here until 8 seconds ago. This is how stories evolve. Like, I just had to change things on the fly.
Oh no. I think one of
Wow,
them
really? What gave it
name's
away?
Elfin, and I think I'm going to be in trouble with the guards, but they were rude to me. I technically didn't tell him.
Yeah, nothing stopping you if he saw it before you got there.
Yep.
Yeah, standing there is a Goliath and what looks to be mid-30s, early 40s human, slicked back black hair, starting to grey over the ears, trim beard. He's of a fairly stocky build. He's wearing relatively simple guard's clothes.
Hillary walks in as sweet as she can be and goes, "Hi, do you want to buy this big sword?" And she kind of like turns.
The guy goes, "What's it made of?" The man turns, "I'll take it off your hand for 600 gold.
"Are you Elfin?"
How do you know my name?"
"Oh, I'm not sure I'm allowed to sell it to you. The
1,000
guard
gold.
said no."
1,000 gold.
Hey, 1,000 gold, 1,000 gold. Just saying.
1,000 gold you sold to the 1,000 gold you sold to the blacksmith. I bought it from the blacksmith after you left.
I look at the blacksmith and say, "You agreed to this, right?"
I didn't see nothing. I buy and sell swords all the time.
I untie the sword, as best I can. Try not to damage the shop,
Yep.
and say 1,000 gold.
He reaches,
Also, they say you're a city breaker. Why are you a city breaker?
he flicks through his coin purse, tips out tips out coins across the table, sorts them into about 10 bucks. There's 100 platinum.
Yay!
Takes the sword off you with one hand and effortlessly lifts it onto his shoulder. Walks straight out past you out the front and just starts waving it around effortlessly in one hand. Before throwing it about 30 feet in the air, catching it with a flick, and then accidentally launching it straight through a stone wall. Casually just walks over and plucks it out of the wall. It's got decent balance. Spin, spin, spin. Rest on shoulder.
Mallory puts the money away and kind of looks at the blacksmith and said, should I have sold that to him? Why do they call him City Breaker? It seems mean.
He just gestures to the 15-foot stone wall that's now fallen down.
He has a lot of accidents.
I wouldn't even call them accidents. It's almost as if he's cursed, but at the same point, he gets the job done. We were attacked by a giant a few weeks ago, and he wrestled it to the ground.
Do you think I should have sold the sword to him?
If he wanted it, then neither of us were stopping him. He could have just picked you up and swung you around as part of it. You're lucky he paid you.
She puts her gold away and says, that wouldn't have been nice. Hi, I'm Mallory.
What part of he just wrestled a giant to the ground last week makes you think that nice was part of the equation? He's a sweetheart, yes. But he's a fucking monster. I don't know what is up with him. He is either obscenely blessed or obscenely cursed. I'm not sure which. I've made a killing from him, though.
Does he need a job?
I'm assuming he sells.
I mean, I'm sitting here now. I'm like, why did the bartender say my name when that guy exists here?
I mean,
Right?
he buys a lot of swords from you.
Oh yeah, this guy in the corner's kind of strong. Ignore the guy who just broke a wall with a sword.
Kicks open a box. You could say that. Pulls out a great sword that is bent in half. Pulls out a steel javelin that's snapped. A short sword that's bent into 3 different directions. Just weapon after weapon that is bent or shattered or twisted.
Mallory looks and says, I think it might be cursed.
Oh, that's nothing. This is only this month.
Well,
He breaks a weapon every time he gets in a fight.
I hope he continues to buy from you. I'm not sure how quickly he can break that.
I don't want him to keep buying from me. He's good for business, yes. But when someone says, "Oh, he had to buy another weapon," he's sort of damaging my reputation. People think my weapons are bad. I use high-grade steel, but he bends them like they're made of paper.
I see that. Hi, I'm Mallory.
Hi, I am...
Blacksmith.
Galthor.
I don't know why, but not giving a shit anymore seemed to be a very appropriate sounding name.
Galthor is my name.
To meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
Do you know much about the gargoyle that's attacking airships?
It's a thing made of stone that flies that shouldn't.
How do we do you know any suggestions on destroying it?
Take it to 0 health, hit it with rock hammer.
Hit it harder. If you need it, go and point Alfred in its direction. It'll get him out of town and away from me. Just don't stand in his way. Just hit it hard, would be my guess. Like most monsters.
Okay.
I believe my father's adage was, I know how to beat this. We need to hit it really hard. Sometimes together. Before he was promptly thrown off the cliff by our warband leader.
That doesn't sound like it ended very well.
It's fine. It's the Goliath way of being. Part of your test of being a man is you're thrown off a cliff. You live or you live or you weren't a man.
She kind of, reaches up to shake hands.
Grabs you by the forearm and just shakes you, up and down half a foot. You're shaking hands with a half-giant.
Very strong shake.
I'm a Goliath who hammers things all day. Nothing but workouts. Flexes, bicep nearly the size of your head. It's all upper body workout.
No hug, thank you. I'm gonna go find
He has
Elfin
noodle legs.
and see if he wants to fight a
You're like, I'm gonna go find Alfred. He's still out the front.
I walk out and say, "Hey, Elfin,
Yeah, what is it?
do you want to come fight a stone gargoyle?"
Never fought me one of them before. How far is it?
I tell him the rough direction of the mountain.
I'll have to stop in by the guardhouse and tell him they'll have to get someone to cover my shift.
I didn't sell you that sword.
Just, where do I meet up with you?
I'm at the tavern. I tell him the name of the tavern.
Pete James died.
I was reading your meme. Bodybuilding would also work for that line, but yes.
Yes.
I'll meet you there in a minute. You wander back to town. You will arrive at the tavern.
So I get back to the tavern. Obviously I have a lesser sword. And I say, I sold the sword and got us a new helper as well.
Helper.
Pardon?
Define helper.
He's a god that's either blessed or cursed. He breaks lots of weapons.
Oh, God.
Yes, Trent, you would be aware who it is.
Yeah, that's a character.
That sounds terrible.
It's useful. Sure is useful.
He broke a
We're on
stone
an
wall.
airship, right?
Pardon?
We're going on an airship, you said?
Not unless one of you can organise one.
I was about to say we were heading off and then just headed off. We haven't been to go see about the airship yet.
Rude.
Anyway, Kef and Raul, no need to sound, I don't know, rude. What can you two do? Like, Mallory is Mallory.
She
Tends
looks
to-
at...
and tends to invite everyone.
Mallory looks and says, I like to make friends. I don't see what your problem is.
I still haven't seen any yet.
We're going to go fight a gargoyle. I would rather know how they're going to help with this.
I look at Kef and say, fine. I don't have friends. I'm trying to make friends. Do you have to be so rude?
Next level of necromancer.
But yeah, do you have to be so rude?
I wasn't rude. You just said you had friends. I hadn't seen any yet, though. You have work people.
Yes.
But, I can't speak for, Kef here. But I have seen my fair share of battles, been through many, survived them, obviously. I have been granted a title by my tribe. That of, the Curse Bearer. It's the highest honorific in my tribe.
Oh, good. 2 cursed people.
My curse powers me. I use its strength, and it uses mine. Together, we defeat our enemies. This
What
isn't
is
an edgy
fucking Power
character.
Rangers feel?
This isn't an edgy character. That's basically how the class works.
Right, so you use
I use
Frontline
this, and I pull out a dagger.
a dagger. Okay. And what about you, little one?
I'm
Something
helpful.
about weeding?
No,
My
I am
magic
also
isn't so much kill thing. My magic helps people do the killing
So
thing.
you're a magic caster. We had one of them before. He was unique.
I draw upon the stars.
Cool. So backline caster and I'm guessing frontline.
Yes. Frontline with very limited range abilities.
Similar to myself then.
60 feet is about the maximum I'm able to.
Cool. Well, I don't know what these two have told you, pointing at Mallory and Crystal.
They're going up and down to kill a gargoyle that's been stopping travel routes.
Well, that's more than I got told. I just got told we were going to kill a gargoyle.
You didn't ask for information?
I did, but that's what I got told.
Right,
Oh.
I reach into my jacket and I actually pull out the gargoyle, the mission flyer, and put it down. This is the current task. It has been, for the last several weeks, it has been attacking passing airships over the northern tip mountain on the borders between the Theocracy and the 7 tribes. Speaking to the guards, the last attack was only a day or so ago.
Interesting.
Have either of you two fought anything like this before?
I hate these questions. Because in theory, being level 7, I've definitely fought things. Have I fought a
Stuff, but I don't know
gargoyle
if I
or have I
fought a
fought
gargoyle
rocks?
before.
Have you fought a construct before?
Construct? Yes, I have defeated a few of your kind specifically.
I can't remember.
Wait, specifically of my kind, or mere metal men?
Wait, what are you playing again?
Dragon Forge.
Dragon
I
Forge.
thought you were a Warforged.
I'm the progenitor to the Warforged.
Metal men. No one has draconic.
Yes, my kind is ancient.
All dragons?
Yes. Anyway, so you mentioned something about trying to get an airship?
Yeah, me and Ryan were going to go look and see if we could charter an airship.
I mean, if you have the wherewithal to get someone to agree to it, it would save us travel time.
I can be persuasive.
Though I'm not sure how Mallory will feel about leaving the cart behind.
The cart could be stored in town fairly easily. I mean, if the airship's big enough, you can bring the cart onto the airship. Not sure why you'd want to, but you could. Might cost more, though. I'm not going to pay for it on my cart. But yes, James, how likely is it to get a charter at this time of year at this place, localized entirely within this town?
You could probably manage something.
I'll go see.
I'm coming.
Yes.
Would you mind if I come along as well?
No, feel free.
I wish to see your skills in this.
Yes. Whoops, where'd my character sheet go? There it is. Okay. Up and leave.
Yep. Give me a moment. Oh, fun. I'm gonna just pretend
What's
I
wrong?
don't hear that.
Pretend you don't hear what.
The neighbors.
Ones.
I'm not sure. Ones that are outside yelling at each other.
Oh, lovely. Every time I knock on your door, it's not an issue.
Okay, so you're going to collect an airship, are you?
Yes, if possible. Or at least attempt.
Big boy.
I just realized that was in the wrong window because apparently Trent's sharing memes in the wrong D&D thing during that fucking D&D session.
Well, no, he shared relating to the Friday campaign, not this campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just removed
That's
it
why
and
it
put
was
in the
in
right
there.
one. Now people will have seen it. Roll me a, let's say, investigation check.
Investigation.
Is that with I help because I'm searching as well with him?
Sure.
Woo! I'm gonna need it. Told you I'm gonna need it.
The last airship left a couple of days ago. You can either walk or wait like the probably week or so for the airship to return.
Well, I'll do what I can. There's no airships at all.
No. There's very few that come through here because normally they go up through the upper towns and then around to Vendiceth.
Yeah.
And then normally it's only a return trip through. But with the airships having been attacked, they've been sending less and less and relying more on standard seafaring travel.
Oh well, looks like we might be walking there, right?
No. There's still something else we can do, and it's roll.
Sorry, Raul.
At this point, Raul, you see Althen walking past with that sword from earlier.
Oh god, you didn't.
He's got quite a happy look and he's just twirling it around. And he just waves to you and just keeps walking.
I wave back to appease the man that could kill me.
Still playing?
Yes.
I asked the guy specifically if there is any merchants down who have like landlocked their airship because they're scared of the gargoyle since we're going to deal with gargoyle, and perhaps they want the extra protection for a higher chance of risk reward for their goods to go through.
There might be one. I don't know if you're going to want to travel with him, though.
Who is he?
He just sort of gives you that you-know-who look. Yeah. He's in the rust buckets, apparently ready to go.
I'm going with Alphen and him.
What's so
Does
wrong
the
about
merchant
this?
respond to the
Wow.
name?
Ilvank.
Alphen and Ilvank together.
Yeah, Althen and Ivank. If you're going with those two, I wish you the god's blessing, my friend.
I might need it.
You're going to need it. Althen the man who breaks everything he stands near, and traveling in the rust bucket that the last time I saw it was falling apart on the dock.
Ugh.
You'll be lucky if you make it past the walls.
Oh,
I lean down slightly and go, I take it those two people are not good?
no. Alfred is great. He just has a tendency to, break stuff. Not himself. People, objects, airships, buildings, out of defenses, inner defenses. At one time in Pie Cart. Yeah, I had good pies.
Hey.
Poor
And
Dominic.
this other person with a rust bucket?
That's what he calls his ship.
Why would you name your ship after something so foul?
Can I see it?
Yeah, you can.
I just point at it.
Pointing over, there's several of the larger airships, and then there is one airship about an eighth the size. It is rusty. There is mismatched panels bolted to the side. The crystal has like 9 different cracks in it. Knowing vaguely how airships work, and they're arcane propelled, there also appears to be a mechanical jet engine strapped to each side of it. Wings and a hot air balloon.
I think
Excuse me, miss- Excuse me,
Flying
mister.
is debatable. Yes, Kev.
There's 2 other airships there.
Yes, but I believe they've been grounded permanently till the gargoyle's been dealt with.
I believe so.
I can be
Alright.
persuasive.
I was going to say, where is the captain for said ships?
Last I heard, both captains have headed over to Fenderketh to arrange their goods to be distributed by a standard ship.
I'm
Not now.
surprised the captain would leave such a ship.
Who's gonna steal it? Do you know how to fly one?
It's under the watch of the guard, and as Wrath here said, you need a very specialized crew to be able to fly them. And I believe most of them have taken at least part of the magical matrix with them, effectively rendering them large-scale paperweights.
Dockweights.
Yes, basically. That's part of what makes Ivanx so dangerous. He needs no such matrix.
I don't think you could handle a matrix.
I'm not 100% sure either. That's why I don't go near it. I stopped charging him to dock here a month ago. Just because the last time I went over there, the engine on the side sputtered and shot a wrench at me.
Sounds like you have bad luck, mister.
I don't think it's him.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Bad luck boat?
Yes. You thought the reading you did to the our new friend earlier was bad. If I know
Well, I
anything
gave
about
reading,
tarot,
then Sky
which is
went dark.
nothing, that would be 4 death cards.
Oh, on that. I barely just reminded me the sky's going dark. Give me a second, I have to roll some dice.
What?
The all-consuming flame.
The weather changed, remember?
Right. Yes, the weather changed, the all-consuming flame. Oh god, we're gonna be forced to escape the city on the Rust Bucket, aren't we?
Boop, 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 boop. Starts raining, there's a peal of lightning, and... of course. Rust Bucket gets hit by lightning. There's a bang, and I need both of you and the NPC to make a dex save.
Do I need to?
Anyone who's there.
Dex save is-
NPC makes it, he dives behind the counter.
Can I dive
didn't
behind
do
someone, considering I'm a small?
All 4 of you make it.
Okay, no damage.
As a wrench and nails shotgun the entire side of the building. As the engine kicks on and a toolbox explodes out of it.
Oh,
There
fucking
was
hilarious.
just a wrench in the middle of the poster next to where Trent's head was. Embedded a good 6 inches into the wooden wall.
Well, our luck's better than Mr. Crystal's today.
Wrench.
Seriously,
I
what
had-
did you read to him?
I had intended for you guys to get to the mountain tonight.
You wanna know what I read to him? He got the devil, the chariot, the moon, judgment, magician, and justice inverted.
Are you sure you didn't read Your Fortune?
Oh no, it's his bad juju.
Yeah, all this bad juju is entering the party.
I've already broadcast myself. What's the more bad juju?
Right.
I feel like we should set out before anything else happens.
Yet land
What?
route it is.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Is the rust bucket still floating?
Yeah? Both engines seem to be running perfectly fine.
I mean, we
And Evunk the gnome
the
is
rust bucket.
Evunk the gnome is currently running around the deck, and you can hear him happily chittering because apparently the blasted thing's working again. Don't know what I did, but I fixed it.
I'd like to peel the wrench out of the wall.
Make a strength check. Or an athletics check, whichever.
Same for me, so.
No.
Huh. I'll let him know where his wrench is.
You tug on it and you bend the wrench, but you don't manage to retrieve it from the wall.
You have a new hook.
Yeah, it seems that way. It's not the first one. He gestures to the other side. There's a spanner and then a set of Allen keys embedded in the wall on the other side that have various things hanging off them.
I walk over to the rust bucket.
I did it, I fixed it. Fucking thing works again. Where the fuck are my tools?
Your spanner's in the wall in the office.
Ah! Not to be worried.
Sure.
Opens the barrel, pulls out another perfectly good tool set, closes the barrel.
Prepared, as always, I see.
Yeah,
I-
I'm a little bit, what do you call, forgetful. I lose tools all the time. So I have, I don't even remember how many sets.
Yes. Well, I regrettably have a question to ask you.
Yeah, sure, what?
How would you like to go fight a gargoyle in the mountains on this border of the Arctic Sea and where we currently are?
I'm not really much of a fighter, but...
Yes, but it's flying and don't have wings.
We could open up the trade routes again.
I'm
That
running
one.
a bit low on money. Deal.
I
Cool.
lean down to Kath. Did he just agree to go on that thing?
Told ya, we're persuasive.
No, I mean, did the hobgoblin agree to go on that monstrosity?
Yes.
He's
yes,
not-
the hobgoblin did.
Everyone just starts shooting. You're interesting, Mike. Techno-organic body, Ethereum core. You prise your mouth open. Yeah, spell play.
As he does that, there's just a flame starts to build.
Yeah, reaches in, touches it. Spell plague. Interesting.
No, not spell plague. Dragon's breath.
Yeah, no. He reaches in, he grabs it, pulls out a chunk of your magical dragon breath on his hand on fire, snips it, tastes it. Spell plague. Interesting. Shakes it off. Dragonfall you're my shit in this world. You don't know how you work. I do.
That dragon's breath spell.
Yeah. Which comes from your racial, thus it's spell plague.
Okay.
I'm aware how your character works, Peter. He just opens your eyes. Huh.
Do you want to argue
snap,
with
snap,
the DM?
He peels open your eyes, snaps his fingers a few times. Your dilation's a little bit off. Tilts your head around. Oh, no, I'd say 7 out of 10. skids back onto the ship.
What was his name again?
You got raided.
James, what was his name again?
Ivunk.
Ivunk. Ivunk, I guess get ready. Make preparations. I need to go get that party.
I'll
Oh,
go get him.
Okay, so
also-
we're not leaving just yet. He grabs a wrench, runs over, and just jumps, slams it on the top of one of the engines. Okay. Tell me when I need to start it again.
well, we'll do. Also, we're totally coming with Alpha into something.
He ignores me as he runs over and he hits the other engine, which then sputters out.
Huh, well, he didn't say anything about Alpha coming. Let's go.
How many beds do I need to set up? He shouts back at you.
How many people's in the group?
7.
7.
3 of us don't sleep.
I don't know this.
Cool. I've already got that many set up from previous encounters. Starts skittering up the balloon and just stitching a new patch in the side of it while it's inflated.
I have made a horrible, horrible mistake. But you wanted an airship. We got an airship. Let's go tell them, and
wow.
probably hurry up before that breaks again.
Yeah, as we go back, when we get back, it's just like, no. No. I mean, if we need to, but no.
Hey, Raul.
You guys arrive back at the tavern. Before that, we cut back to Crystal and Mallory there, as
Alphen.
Alphen arrives. As he slightly ducks to get in the door because with the sword hanging over his back, he's aware it's above 7 foot tall. And he walks over to Mallory. Ah, hello, there you are. I was wondering where you were. I've completely forgotten what Alphen's voice was. Oh yes, it was this.
I look up and say, "Can you come with us?"
Yeah, they're happy to cash in my what they say, permanent vacation time. I can take as long as I need. I've apparently earned it. they even gave me traveling money. Oh no, I'm happy. They're happy for me to return whenever. They're just allowed to stay away for as long. I've done a great service to the village. I feel quite proud about that, defending my hometown.
I kind of look over at Crystal a little and just, like, kind of have a confused look on my face and then turn back to Alphen and, like, so did they say anything about the sword?
No, they noticed the sword, they congratulated me, and that's when they started talking about my vacation days. Apparently, I've been accruing them every time I've done one of these missions. No one ever told me. I've been sort of working pro bono for the guards for a while.
Ah.
I don't really use much money, as you, if you couldn't guess. I'm happy to just be out working, protecting my town.
Well, now you get to fight a stone gargoyle.
Very good.
This is Crystal.
It's a pleasure. He holds out a hand to shake your hand.
Sure, I shake his hand.
There is a small grinding, crunching sound. This is a very forceful handshake. That sort of like rock grinding on rock.
I forcefully shake back.
Cool. Athletics check. Opposed. As this
I am not.
what?
Mhm.
You're not good
So
at
I'm not
those?
going to win this. No, actually, maybe I will.
No. I'm looking at a natural 17. Crunch. Just crunch. Shake. Let's go. It's a pleasure. Nice handshake you got there. Nice and strong.
Yeah, you too.
Mallory kind of just
It's one of those,
Hold
like,
her
your
hand
hand is now throbbing. Like, if you've ever had, like, a handshake where they just try to crush your hand as, like, a giant almonds. But Alphen seems to have done it completely without realizing.
Mallory kind of moves her hands and says, "I can't handle a handshake that hard. I am very gentle."
Oh, that's fine. He just pats you on the back and you just skid forwards 2 feet.
I look and say, do you have a gentle mode?
I am being gentle. If I was not, I'd hurt someone.
Mallory kind of looks at where she was standing versus where she is.
Alton just walks over to the bar and chats with the bartender for a minute before walking back with a jug of ale.
Mallory gets up and goes to the barkeep and says, "Hi.
Hello,
feel
dearie.
like everything's going wrong today."
Oh, why? You seem to be having such a nice day. You were talking to Ral and Keth earlier. Do you still need that potion you were talking about earlier?
No, thank you. But I'm wondering if you can help me. We have a cart out that's
Yeah,
out
you have
the
a cart
back.
at the back, yes. I'm aware.
We might be going on an airship. Can we leave it here and it be safe?
If you're going to be back soon enough, sure enough. If you're not back in about a month and I need the space, I may have to sell it. I do only have a couple of spots out the back. And if I can't be sure you're coming back...
I don't know how long we're going to be. How far away
You're
is it by
gonna
travel
be
by
at
the-
least a month. Even with the airship, it's like 8 days there.
Mallory looks and says, yeah, maybe not. We're going to be
I mean, if you pay me, I'm happy to hold on
about
to
a
it.
month.
If you pay me, I'm happy to hold on to it for longer.
How long for you to hold on to it for 2 months?
25 gold.
Deal. I hand him 30.
Pleasure doing business with you, dearie. So I guess you'll be heading out this evening?
I believe so. If not, I will pay for a room.
Very good. At this point, the others arrive. Trent?
Yep.
Althon's here.
Hi, Althon.
He's chatting to your new friends. And he's just drinking from a pitcher of ale.
I look at the barkeep and I kind of whisper to him, I'm like, they said he had permanent vacation days. That means they fired him, right?
Oh god, you hired Althon. You poor dear. You know what? Here, and she slides you back the 25 gold.
It was 30 gold.
30 gold. If you're not back in 3 months, I'll sell it. You'll need the extra money.
I look and say, why? What's wrong?
Dal, you've recruited a curse and a force of nature. And then Althon.
I look and say, what's wrong with Althon? He can hold the big weapon. He's good at breaking walls, so he'll be able to break the stone gargoyle.
Dear, you've got your cleric friend over there, yeah?
Yeah?
I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Ask them to check for check what Althon comes up as. I'm quite sure they'll know what I mean.
He kind of just hangs her head and says, everything seems to be going wrong today.
As I just kind of walk in, I just kind of go, of course they did.
I kind of just, I just hang my head and I look and I say, thank you. I guess.
No, to be perfectly honest, thank
I'll
you.
see you back. They want him gone, don't they?
If I don't have to pull a cart out of my second-story window again this month, I'll be happy.
So I'm right. They fired him.
No, they're probably happy to have him back. As I said, who else can? As we saw last month, he's a defense when bad things come here. He wrestled a hill giant into submission last month. I don't understand how, but he did. I saw it. Grabbed it by the ankle and he flipped a hill giant over.
Why did I?
Now watch, he'll get into a fight next week and I won't roll above a fucking 4.
No, but you're the DM.
I look and say, okay, thank you. And who's the cleric? That's Raymond, isn't it?
No, it's Crystal.
That's Crystal. Raymond's the paladin.
I walk over to Crystal and I ask exactly what the barkeep asked me to do. Identify what Elthan is.
What spells do I have prepared? I've got detect magic.
I basically specifically sit next to Crystal and whisper to Crystal.
I was referencing for detect good and evil like you did for Jess.
Yeah, no, I haven't got it.
That's Raymond.
I have to do it tomorrow.
Oh, that's Raymond?
He said he has to do it
'cause
tomorrow, in other words, it's not prepared.
Because, I went... I think I did it, and found out she was undead, so it was like detect magic or something.
Yeah.
Because I've got detect magic.
No, Raymond, because Raymond
Sorry, it was... Give me a second.
Because Raymond did one, and then he was like...
Aberrations, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
Raymond did one, and then Mikey did one. I think, or Mikey did both.
No, it was this one. I wanted to find out if you were undead or not.
Yeah, it was Raymond who had the one that does the fiend, fey, undead.
Yeah, I know Mikey can cast the same spell. Which is, I would have assumed Mikey would have been the one to cast it, because Raymond and actually knowing what his spells do.
Yeah.
It's alright, Kef can cast it too.
Well, either which way. You continue on talking. You've said Mikey has said he will cast it the next day, so he will cast it the next day.
Cool.
We got a ship ride.
Yeah, as Kev said, we have an airship.
It didn't
you wish
cost
to
us
call
a
it that.
thing.
It's a ship that's currently in the air. It wasn't
It's an
last month.
abomination that should not be there.
Oh,
or
you
anywhere.
asked for an airship, I got an airship.
Says the metal dragon.
No,
That should give you a hint to its condition.
The guy piloting has also graded Peter a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I think he's been generous.
Which should unnerve Peter, because the way he was speaking should make Peter believe this guy's seen more than one of your kind.
Yeah, I know. I'm very intrigued by that, but
You guys hit all of my marks for the interesting NPCs. I put like 4 of them in this town. You've hit all of them. Like the only one I've made up on the spot so far has been the alchemist.
Yeah. So, Alfred, I'm assuming you're coming to beat up the gargoyle.
I've never fought one before, so yes.
Nah, neither. Cool.
Also, you're a little one here, and he just pats Mallory on the head. You all just watch her bob down half a foot with each pat. They're a little bit small to be fighting something so vicious.
I agree. It's why I helped. Hey, Alfred.
I don't remember seeing you fight, so I'm not 100. I guess you can gather yourself.
Althan, is it?
Yes, Althan.
Altha.
Althan.
Althan. Okay.
It's short for Althan Theodoric.
Right.
It's just Althan.
I'd be careful with that one, pointing at Mallory. She has more to give than you would expect of her size.
I would hope so.
Hi, I'm Kef.
However,
Like
she
the
wasn't
last
very...
fight I saw her summon the Spectre of Death.
Huh. Interesting. been a while since
But
I've
anyway,
seen
apparently
It's been a while since
we're,
I've seen him.
apparently...
Mallory turns and looks and says, "What?"
The Spectre of Death. He arrives whenever, like, major battles go down, doesn't he? Comes to claim the souls of those willing to go to the afterlife. Comes and reaps and sows and all that jazz.
I
Pleasant
look and
fellow.
say,
Pleasant fellow. Enjoys a good game of chess.
I look and say, "What are you?"
I am Althan. I am a simple guard. I've lived
Hey,
around here my
bud.
entire life.
Hey, Bucket. Can
Yes?
I get a round for the table? As we're flying with fuck, what's his name again?
Ivank.
Bang.
As we're going with Ivunk, so it might be nice.
Just slides like 3 bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, thanks.
Take him on your
Hi
tab.
again, I'm Kef.
Hello, Kev.
That was to Elvunk.
Yes.
Hang on, I think I got that wrong.
You mean Althan?
Althan, yes.
Yes. Hi, Kev. Ivank is the one with the airship.
Yeah, I got the the two names
Yeah,
together.
don't worry. You'll be out of town. You'll be out of town soon enough, and then you'll only have to deal with one of them on a regular basis.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, apparently we have the airship and we need it.
Probably sooner than later. I would prefer to at least have about 4 hours or so to
I just lean over and look out the window slightly. I would rather not fly in this,
Lightning bolt.
weather.
Good call.
Yeah, that.
I'm going to need 8 hours to get the rest of my gear.
Yeah, I
Okay.
might need some time for shopping too.
I don't need to shop. I just need to commute in my cars.
Fair. I think I'm missing a few things. Like food. Kinda
Hearing
ran
that,
out once I
Althan just
got here.
leans over. You're cursed, my friend. That's a pity. You should look at having that looked at.
No.
Slap.
no.
Slap.
Ugh.
Kef doesn't even have to die.
My curse is my strength. I've learned to live with it. Without it,
We
I don't
all have,
know
we
where
all
I'd
have
be.
our battles. It's good to know I should keep a lookout for our disabled friend here.
yes, yes, yeah. Just agree.
If it
Just,
w-
just
if it-
agree, Raoul.
If it was
Smile
anyone
or
but
nod, but
if it
smile
was
away,
anyone
please.
but Althan, you'd be challenging him to a duel right now, wouldn't you?
Most likely, yes. But I have more intelligence and wisdom than Ben.
I'm waiting for the needle to drop and 2 of you to realize what you've done before someone has to break it to Raymond in 2 weeks.
Oh,
It just dropped for Jess. She's just figured out what she's done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean the fact that he's one of the nature,
Nope.
the ancient
No.
paladins?
No, this is something that predates used to.
Oh,
yeah, it is. It
wow.
just clicks.
What is that?
It just
Oh.
Now I've mentioned it, the pins just dropped.
what
Yeah,
did
new
you say?
name, but that's gonna be fun.
As I said, I'm waiting for one of you to figure out what you've done so you can break the news to Raymond in 2 weeks.
I'm
It's
not.
fucking Bobby, isn't it? It's Bobby with a new name to fuck over Raymond.
To be fair,
I'm not gonna stop it. That's fine.
I'm not going to mention this to Raymond at all because I just want him to show up and meet Elfman.
It's
While we're on an
Alfred.
airship, we can't get away.
Oh, there's a way you can get away.
It's called the edge of the ship.
but yeah,
I mean,
It's
we'll do
called
it melee.
skydiving.
unless anybody has anything to do, we'll skip forwards a little bit.
Yep. Well, I'm assuming
Mallory's
it's next
sulking in
morning
a
we're
corner.
good to go.
Yep. So yeah, we'll continue on. You get onto the airship unless anybody has anything to do with there. Just because I want to try and at least get to the mountain tonight, and it's 11:30.
Yeah.
As you set out on the airship, it putters, it sputters, but it's a relatively smooth flight. Traveling across the
Also,
map.
quickly,
Yes.
Mikey. Mikey, you there?
Yeah, hello.
Did you take one of the Featherfall tokens?
Sure.
Okay. And the last one would have gone to Raymond.
Kef don't need featherfall. Kef can make
no,
Kef
yes.
fly.
I was going to say, I brought 4 because I had 4 party members, not 6.
Kef also thinking of making Alphen fly.
As you travel, Crystal manages to use their detect good and evil, and you cruising over, and the whole time Althen and Ivank are giving you stuff. About halfway over, just as you're passing under where it says tribes, Ivank is like, you should see down there. We should be coming over the Great Lakes of the desert. It's a barren river. Not a drop of water in sight.
We passed by there not long ago. That was a very flowing river.
It was. It was almost raging. Just fly over. It's completely barren. The lake is just but a crater. It is bone dry. Not even a drop of water in it.
Well, that's new.
Yeah.
That don't look good.
Haven't been this way in a while, but there was water last I checked.
Jess, you just hear in the back of your head.
What?
You hear in the back of your head. The all-consuming flame eats once again.
Mallory just mutters the all-consuming flame. And just grumbles.
You get my whisper, Mikey?
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
So anyway, I was going to say, while we're flying and...
Can I do a history check, James?
Sure. That should
No, no, roll
clarify.
it.
That should clarify my cryptic message.
Yes, it does.
Is it bad? Yep, never
Yeah.
mind.
Don't know yet.
James, I was going to say, when we have a quiet moment in a...
Sure. Roll your
And-
history check, Jess.
Yeah, I did to GM, never mind.
The ship's not sputtering, I'm hoping. Can I have a word with Ivank?
Sure. Oh yeah, with a 2, yeah, you don't remember anything.
Yep. Kinda figured.
So, Ivank, is it?
Yes. What do you want? Ah.
Your comments when we first met imply you've met more of my kind. And not simply the metal men, the actual my
Yeah.
kind.
What of
Where?
it? He looks you
Where?
Up, he looks you up and down.
And did they happen to give you their name?
Not really. He just reaches into his bag, unrolls something, and just hands you a rolled up piece of paper bound in leather. That
I
should answer
take
your
it.
question.
I take it,
Mm-hmm.
step over and open it.
Uh-huh. You're looking at the schematics to your creation forge. Or at least part of them.
I just, like, dead stop and stare at him.
Can I have that back now?
How?
You really don't
Usually you just hand it
remember.
over.
No. How?
Yeah.
These were lost.
It's hard to lose something when you wrote it.
He like stopping, breaking.
Gears grinding.
No, that's a legitimate thing.
Just jumps up, snatches it out of your hand, rolls it back up, puts it in his side bag. There's a pop and a spud. He just runs over and hits one of the engines with a hammer quickly.
You say you...
Can I hear that?
Yeah, but you don't know what's on the paper.
I'm just. Oh no, she might be referring to what's going on in chat.
I go down to investigate this music stuff. If I can hear it.
The joke, it may not actually be that, I don't know.
Train's making a joke about like evolution in the Pokemon games.
Yes.
Dun 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 dun.
Dagger evolves into.
Oh,
No.
No, it's two swords, and then sword and sword and shield. Anyway,
See, I have a better reference that evolves into, but it's not going to land with any of you.
Yes.
Excellent.
Mountain cleaver.
Dagger warp shinka into. But yes, that's not going to land for any of you because it's from a Japanese dub of a show that I don't think any of you would have watched the more recent stuff of.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Like. Yeah, that broke.
Yep. Yep, and he just scutters around. But yeah, you continue on, and you arrive at the base of the mountain, roughly where the reports lead to. Yeah, and you see an observatory at the top of the mountain. You've landed about a couple of 100 feet down from it, and now. Yeah, dink.
As we zoom out.
So what is
right.
Elthan? What does Elthan ping as?
He's shiny.
Give me a moment. I have to double check those tokens because I think several of them need to be removed now.
Yep.
You're the one who did it.
I don't even recognize one of these tokens, to be fair. Who the hell is that? Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah.
That's Karagor. That's Kagrador. That's why I don't recognize the token. It never got used.
I don't even remember who Kagrador is.
He was the mind flayer that was disguised as a Triton.
Yeah, that was the Mind Raider.
Right.
And obviously, I don't have an Elthan token. Having just recently dropped it in chat. But yes, you arrive at this observatory, and that's what we're going to pick up next week.
Yeah.
Because
Keep your mounting cleaver go bunk.
I'm not going to start that tonight. Because I'd rather not
Frickin'
run till like
Bobby.
1 in the morning.